Longer winds throughout the evening, and the forecast is for rain. We've already had a lot of it, a drenching downpour hitting Northeast High School at about 5:15 this evening. It is a synthetic surface, so footing should not be a problem in this matchup between LaSalle and Father Judge for the Quad A Philadelphia Catholic League Championship. The LaSalle Explorers coming into tonight with a record of 8-2 on the season. They have won 4 in a row. The head coach is Drew Gordon in his 3rd season, 22-12. And Kevin, what are the keys for the Explorers tonight?
Well, they've got to press LaSalle's receivers on defense. They did a good job of that last year. Number 2, win the turnover battle. This team has 14 interceptions, that is Father Judge, and they've got to ground it out offensively. Long drives that will keep the ball away from the Explorers' offense.
On the other side, Father Judge is 8-3, winners of 6 in a row. Tom Coyle in his 9th season is 49-57. And what are the keys for the Crusaders tonight?
They've got to do the same thing. They've got to really keep LaSalle's receivers under control, make sure they jam them at the line of scrimmage, and they have the running back that can grind it out and really keep the clock moving.
There is the matchup tonight in the Quad A Championship game. The last time they met was during the regular season, October 3rd. LaSalle actually led that game at halftime 14-0, but Father Judge took advantage of some second-half turnovers, 28 unanswered points to win it 28-14. LaSalle defeated St. Joe's Prep last week, 31-28 to advance to the title game. And Father Judge with a 30-14 win over Cardinal O'Hara, making it to the championship game for the first time since 1996. There are the LaSalle Explorers getting ready to take the field as they hope to get their second title in the last 3 years. St. Joe's Prep still leading the way with 15 Catholic League titles, West Catholic with 13, but these two schools no strangers to taking home the trophy.
Yeah, both teams have been there before, and like you said, St. Joe's Prep out of this for the first time since 1999. And like I said in the opening, you're going to see one of the best offensive teams in the city right now. LaSalle High School take on one of the best defensive teams in Father Judge, and this really should be a great game. So stay tuned, listeners and watchers.
Father Judge won the toss of the coin, the Crusaders deferring their choice until the second half. So LaSalle will receive the football. The Explorers in their white jerseys, their gold helmets and pants. They'll move from left to right here in the first quarter at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium at Northeast High School. And Father Judge will be in the blue jerseys with the white helmets and white pants, moving from right to left here in quarter number 1.
And Steve, as bad as it was here weather-wise 90 minutes ago, it is perfect right now. No rain and weather probably about 65 degrees, 63, something like that.
Pat Schultz has it teed up for Father Judge. The deep men for LaSalle, you saw Jamal Abdur-Rahman and Sam Felicia, 2 very dangerous players when they get their hands on the football. Lefty Schultz has this underway in the Catholic League Quad A Championship, and it'll start with a touchback as he rolls it over the goal line into the end zone, and LaSalle will take over 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line. The Explorers averaging 33 points, 378 yards a game, in large part because of this guy, Drew Loughery, the 6'1", 195-pound junior quarterback, threw for a city postseason record 378 yards last week, near 2,300 yards on the season with 20 touchdowns. He has completed 59% of his passes. The Explorers come out in an I formation with a receiver each way. Loughery throwing a stop pattern on 1st down, complete to Connor Hoffman for a very short gain of 3 to the 23-yard line, swarmed under by Ryan Fenningham. Jamal Abdur-Rahman, Mike Donahoe in the backfield, Hoffman one wide receiver, Felicia the other, Steve Jones is the tight end. Up front, Bob Seiss, Steve Sustak, Sean Abbott, Matt DiGiacomo, and Jake Hostrander across the front for this LaSalle team. 2nd down and 7 at the 23-yard line. say it's Bob Cease up front, along with Jake Hostrander, two of the guys who will try and protect Loughery. On the ground for the first time, Mike Donahoe straight ahead finds the going very tough. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Kevin mentioned how good this Father Judge defense is, giving up 13 points a game on the year. Ryan Langdon, Greg Kovacs, Jeff Brewer, and Anthony Leone, the front four. Joe Swallow, Adam Nowak, Tim McCaffrey are the 3 linebackers. And the secondary has Kevin Toner and Ryan Finnegan at the corners. Connor Thompson and Tom Ryan are the safeties. No gain. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Explorers at their own 23-yard line. 4 receiver set with trips to the left. Loughery throwing off balance for Felicia. Can't make the juggling catch at the 45-yard line. Had it for a moment, but knocked away by Connor Thompson. The Explorers will have to punt.
Thompson did a nice job of knocking that ball away. Felicia's got some size on him and usually brings in this ball. Again, the Crusaders playing man-to-man. They're manning up against these guys right at the line of scrimmage, jamming them off the line. Here you'll see right here. Well, we're going to see the punt now.
Mike Donahoe into punt. Tom Ryan, a dangerous return man. A high, wobbly spiral. Ryan with the fair catch at his own 46-yard line. Excellent field position for Father Judge, a team that averages 26 points per game and 291 yards of total offense per contest. It's a sophomore quarterback. Tony Smith gets the start for Father Judge. Smith is a 6'3", 185-pound sophomore, completing right around 50% of his passes for 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Drew Gordon says we're going to try and rattle him. I've never seen him lose his composure, and I've never seen him play where he's not good. And he will give it to Wortham on the first carry, and Wortham off the right side will get a couple to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Father Judge offense. Wortham, a dangerous running back. Joe Swallow is the fullback. Ryan and Nowak, 2 very good receivers. Langdon is the tight end. Galelli, Lavelle up front. Rapisi and Keenan are on the right side of that offensive line. And Matt Shuley at 6'2", 235 pounds is the center. 2nd down and 8 for the Crusaders. Smith throwing for the first time. Quick out to Tom Ryan. Ryan into LaSalle territory. He'll have a 1st down at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 9.
Tommy Ryan's a good athlete. You saw a great move right there. He turned it inside, picked up some additional yardage that got him the 1st down.
36th catch of the year for Ryan. The LaSalle defense, Eidenschink, Sustak, Geiger, and Sinitz are the front 4. The 3 linebackers, Kerrigan, Saraceni, and Ratajczewski. At the cornerback spots, Migler-Reese and Forster, Kevin Farrington, and Shane Brady are the safeties. 1st and 10. Smith gives to Wortham. Wortham, a very patient runner, will pick up 3 to the 40-yard line. Ratajczewski makes the tackle. It's 2nd down and 7.
Curtis Wortham, only 5'5", 155 pounds, but don't let that size deceive you. He's a workhorse. He carried the ball 26 times last week. They tell me he's the first one in the weight room in the morning and the last one to leave the practice field.
8:45 to play, scoreless first quarter. Father Judge's defense forcing a 3-and-out, getting excellent field position. Now the Crusaders have a 2nd down and 7 at the LaSalle 40. Nowak in motion, one of the top receivers on the team. The give is to Wortham, cuts it back to the inside, now weaves outside, and he is to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. He is brought down by Kevin Forster.
And there you see right there, watch how patient he is. Not extremely fast, but he's quick. And he's following his blockers till he gets outside, makes a couple nice moves, almost gets the 1st down. Steve, I wouldn't be surprised to see LaSalle put a spy on him. He is their main weapon.
Wortham, the 294 yards last season. In the regular season win over LaSalle, he had 201 yards and 3 touchdowns. On 3rd and 2, he'll get it again, able to bounce this one to the corner, and he will break a tackle and pick up a 1st down. Brought down by John Kerrigan, but not before Wortham is close to the 30-yard line, and he'll move the sticks once again for the Crusaders.
Watch this play right here. It looks like the LaSalle's done a good job of stringing it out, but they just can't catch up with Wortham, who turns the corner. He knows where the first down marker is. And look at the little guy lower his shoulder to pick up the extra 2 yards.
Already 4 carries for Wortham on this opening drive for 14 yards. Junior at 5'5" and just 155 pounds. He gives Father Judge a 1st and 10 at the LaSalle 31-yard line. Wortham again. Big hole up the middle. 20, 15, and down close to the 10-yard line. They'll spot him at the 12, a pickup of 19, and another first down for Judge.
Man, you see him break through the hole here, and I'll tell you what, watch this. He's got a nice hole to come through, but once he gets through here, watch how well he sees the field. He's got great vision, makes a nice move there, makes a guy miss, almost takes it to the house.
Vinny Miglaris with the tackle at the 12, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. 33 yards already for Wortham. Judge took possession after the punt at its own 46. One more time, Wortham gets thrown backwards. Steve Sinnott, 6'3", 210-pound junior. But with the tackle, they'll mark the ball just inside the 10 at the 9, 2nd down and 7.
You'll see LaSalle play different fronts. They've gone from a 4-4. That time they were in a 6-2. They had 6 men at the line of scrimmage trying to stop number 25. He still picks up a couple of yards, but good defense that time by the Explorers.
2nd and 7 at the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's been Wortham and 1 pass thus far. Curtis is the lone setback behind Smith. Nowak in motion. Wortham again. Football is free inside the 5-yard line, and LaSalle comes up with a recovery. The Explorer defense comes up with a huge turnover inside the red zone.
Maybe they're working the little guy a little too hard initially. That would have been his 8th carry in this drive, Steve. Here we see it right here. Not much of a hole. He sees it. He sees the field so well, but right there the ball pops out, and LaSalle recovers.
Kevin Farrington, who's also an excellent lacrosse player, a 5'11" senior, comes up with a fumble.
We see it from another angle, and it was the hit. One of the Explorers' arms just popped the ball through his arm, and there you go.
John Kerrigan popped that football free. 1st and 10 Explorers at their own 3-yard line. Abdur Rahman, an excellent runner in his own right, has 5 to the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Anthony Leone in on the stop. Abdur Rahman is 75 yards away from reaching the 1,000 mark on the season. He has scored 16 touchdowns on the ground and 23 overall this season.
And he didn't start this year. As a matter of fact, they put him in against Malvern Prep in the 4th quarter. Then they started him against West Catholic in an outstanding game, and he started ever since.
And he's also an excellent receiver out of the backfield. Runs good routes, has very good hands. Play action, intercepted at the 10-yard line, picked up by Connor Thompson, and he'll score the game's first touchdown.
Steve, we talked about this Father Judge team. They've had 14 interceptions on the year, 3 against LaSalle in the first meeting. That was an ill-advised pass there by Loughery. He doesn't make those kind of mistakes often, but he made one there.
So even with the turnover, Father Judge able to get points at the 5:15 mark as Connor Thompson with his 2nd interception of the season, and he takes it in for a 6-0 lead.
5'10", 165-pound sophomore. He'll be around for 2 more years.
Pat Schultz, the kicker, 25 extra points on the season. Tim Donahoe, the holder. And Father Judge has grabbed a 7-0 lead with 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Each team with a turnover, but the second one of the game is the big one thus far. Connor Thompson comes up with the interception for Father Judge, and he takes it into the end zone. 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Father Judge leads the Catholic League Championship 7-0 over LaSalle.
BMW. 3 letters can say a lot, but 2 letters say it all. WG.
Experience, quality, trust. Says a lot about who you are. First choice is always great. We should all get our first choice. It's all about being at the right place at the right time.
Seconds off the Fort Washington exit of the PA Turnpike.
Being at the right location all the time. 2 letters say it all. WG.
Drive to westgermanbmw.com. Fort Washington.
Be a part of our tradition of success and vision for the future. Father Judge has and will continue to develop men of character who make an impact in our community. State-of-the-art technology, strong emphasis on character development, our school's safe learning environment, and our award-winning curriculum are just a few of the reasons Father Judge continues to create our future leaders. Be a part of our tradition of success and vision for the future. Visit www.fatherjudge.com.
5:15 to play in the first quarter at Northeast High School. Father Judge on a defensive score, taking a 7-0 lead over LaSalle in the Catholic League Quad A Championship game. LaSalle pinned inside its own 5-yard line to start the drive, and on second down, the quarterback, Drew Loughery, off balance, throws the interception to Connor Thompson.
Threw off his back foot. I don't think he ever saw Thompson. He was looking at, eyeing into the receiver. Watch him throw off the back foot. Good pressure by Father Judge. I think Loughery's got some height with his receivers. He's so used to throwing that ball up there that he expects him to come down with it a lot. I don't think he ever saw Connor enter into that picture until the last second.
And despite the lousy weather, about an hour and a half before kickout, a great crowd has turned out here at Charles Mart Memorial Stadium, and the Judge side cheering first. 7-0 Crusaders on the 10-yard interception return for a touchdown by Connor Thompson.
These two teams met earlier in the year. Judge winning it 28-14, scoring 28 points in the second half off of 3 interceptions.
Schultz to kick it away. Abdur Rahman, Felicia back deep. Felicia on a bounce, handles that tough hop at the 10-yard line. Running laterally, and he'll stretch it out to the 25-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10 for LaSalle. Next Saturday, the season is coming to a close, and at 2:30, one of the CAA's top rushing teams, Villanova, looks to win their final game in hopes of one last push in the rankings before the playoffs. But after some tough losses, the Fighting Blue Hens of Delaware are looking to grab another win. That's next Saturday at 2:30 on CN8.
I'll tell a story about that later in the game, because the coach of LaSalle had something to do with a long time ago with a great victory down there.
On a delay, Abdur Rahman just gets pasted in the backfield. Adam Nowak, 6'3", 224-pounder, a loss of 6 on the play.
Here's a guy that anticipated the snap. Just watch. He is in. No one blocked him. He anticipates the snap. Pulling guard was supposed to go over and get him, but he was too quick. What a play.
Trying to get Jake Hostrander out there, and he couldn't beat Nowak to the spot.
Nowak, a big guy, 6'3", 225 pounds.
Second down and 16 for the Explorers at their own 19-yard line. Some movement right over the center. Anthony Leone is claiming that LaSalle's center, Sean Abbott, moved first. The referees will get together. Bill McKeever is our referee tonight.
This happens a lot, Steve, when somebody makes a good play like that.
On the defense, 5 yards.
It'll be offside against Father Judge. And now a second down and 11 as Bill McKeever with the call. Abdur Rahman across the 25. He'll be wrestled down by Joe Swallow. At the 26-yard line, a pickup of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 9.
Nice play by Swallow right here. Watch him get Rockman up around the shoulder pads and just overpowers him and brings him down. 5'9", 210-pound Joe Swallow.
Kevin, we've seen a lot of penetration from Father Judge's defensive line thus far, whether it's been run or pass. Are we looking at a draw or a screen here very quickly to try and slow them down?
Well, you might be looking at a screen, and you might look for them to go downfield also.
Little roll this time by Loughery, trying to find somebody open, looking for Abdur Rahman out of bounds. at the 38-yard line, and that's another 3 and out for the Explorers.
Well, they're trying to offset the Judges, defense by rolling the quarterback out that time, giving him a little more time. This is a very aggressive defense, but Loughery's got to stop throwing off his back foot. He threw that one up again, and that's the kind of balls that get intercepted.
Abdur-Rahman was out of territory on the sideline anyway, so we'll see Mike Donahoe to punt to Tom Ryan, who has returned 2 for touchdowns this year. He'll make another fair catch, a high spiral. Good kick by Donahoe, and it's taken in by Ryan at his own 37-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Father Judge, leading it by a score of 7-0. Don't forget, this game you're watching and most CN8 college football and high school broadcasts are available free to Comcast customers on video on demand. To get started, just click Get Local.
There's Drew Gordon. 1969, he led a 33-7 comeback over the University of Delaware with 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. To win the game 35-33.
Tony Smith throwing on 1st down, looking for Ryan, and it's picked off at the 45-yard line by Kevin Forster. A sensational interception for the Explorers.
Geez, we're not even through the 1st quarter yet. We've had 3 turnovers. A fumble recovery by LaSalle, and now an interception. Another ball kind of thrown up for grab. Great athlete, Forster. He goes up he's going up for a rebound and just brings that ball down. He had it all the way. Here it is again, just a little too much air under this ball. Forster goes up, pretty well covered, comes down with the interception.
Kevin Forster, a sophomore, 6 feet tall, 160 pounds, coming up with his 2nd pick of the season, and he gives the Explorers excellent field position at their own 45-yard line. Abdur-Rahman has the right side, and he slips down in Judge territory, trying to get to that sideline, lost his footing on the wet turf. He'll still pick up about 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Explorers.
Here you see the smoothness of this guy. Look at this. He slips right there. Got up on the side of his shoes. Sometimes you see too much tape on these shoes, Steve, and I think that he got up on the side and he just slid down.
Abdur-Rahman has had 2 4-touchdown games so far this season. Quick count, they give it right back to Jamal. Nowak gets to him again, pickup of a yard to the 47. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Explorers.
We've watched a lot of defenses this year. This is one of the better ones we've seen. This is a very aggressive defense that Judge has. They move to the ball well. They're very quick, and they look like their motors keep going all game long.
5 carries for Rahman so far, just 9 yards, however.
Drew said he's 5'9", 160 pounds, but he plays more like he's 180.
Third and 2 for Loughery. Movement. Umpire Martin Shields throws the flag, and it looks like this will be against the offense.
Well, Father Judge is getting off the ball so quickly that this is going to happen. You're trying to anticipate your guys
Ball
coming.
start on the offense. 5-yard foul. Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7 back in LaSalle territory at the 48-yard line. Loughery in the regular season meeting threw for just 146 yards against Judge. That is his lowest output of the season. And the going has been very tough for the Explorers here in the 1st quarter. They trail 7-0, a minute and a half to play. 3rd and 7. Loughery, good protection, looking for a receiver, finds Felicia. 1st down, and he is inside the 35 to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 21 and a big 1st down for the Explorers.
Watch how Loughery stayed in the pocket. He hung in there and waited very patiently. Look for his 1st receiver. This is probably his 3rd choice, and nice pass right on the money to a wide open Sam Felicia, their leading receiver.
That's his 45th catch of the season, and a big pickup on 3rd down and 7 to keep the drive alive at the Judge 31-yard line. Abdur-Rahman is in a slot left this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll go in motion. They fake to him. Loughery in some trouble, being chased by Langdon, and he simply throws it away. Ryan Langdon, a guy who had mononucleosis at the start of this season, and this Judge team got off to a 1-2 start. He applied the pressure that time.
Watch this. This is something Loughery would not have done at the beginning of the season. There's nothing open here. Instead of taking a sack or getting hit out of bounds, he throws the ball away. He's getting patient, more patient as the season rolls on.
Here's Langdon, a senior at 6'5", 225 pounds. Stride for stride with the quarterback there.
Good movement.
2nd and 10 for the Explorers. Quick count. Donahoe, the lone running back, gets the carry inside the 30. Hit initially by Tim McCaffrey. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. A pickup of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Only 13 seniors on this Explorer team, and Donahue, one of the seniors that starts. A very young team, LaSalle.
And you talk about Loughery, he is just a junior, and Coach Gordon hoping he can get the same next summer as he got this summer. 2 inches taller, 25 pounds heavier. Something you can't teach as a coach.
Goes away at 5'10", 185, comes back at 6'1", 205. Not a bad growth spurt.
Final seconds of the first quarter. 3rd and 7 for the Explorers. They trail 7-0. They've got twin receivers each way. 3-man rush. Loughery will keep, and he is close to a first down at the 20-yard line, and he should have enough to move the chains. And he does. First down for LaSalle on the final play of the first quarter, and they keep it in the hands of their quarterback.
The quarterback draw looked like it was a called play in the huddle. They must have seen something defensively that they took advantage of.
LaSalle on the march here. The Explorers getting a hookup from Loughery to Felicia for 21 yards on a 3rd and 7. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 20 when we come back for the second quarter. Judge leads it 7-0. Philadelphia, the Catholic League Quad A Championship game. Father Judge leading LaSalle by a score of 7-0. Monday, we find out if Ryan Howard beats a crowded field to take the NL MVP award. And Monday night at 7, stop by Out of Bounds and get the pros take. Scott Zolak, Ross Tucker, Gary Cobb, and Brian Mitchell debate all the hot issues in sports. And former big leaguer Chris Widger will be there as well. It's a big Monday this week on Pro Night, Out of Bounds.
What do you think, Ryan Howard, MVP?
It's either going to be Ryan Howard or Albert Pujols of the Cardinals, and with the Phillies winning their division and Howard having a big September, I don't see how it can't be him.
I'm rooting for him.
Which means another huge contract next year. 1st and 10 for LaSalle. Down a touchdown. The Explorers at the Father Judge 20. Loughery quick drop, throwing the fade to Felicia. Beautiful pass, touchdown. Sam Felicia from 20 yards out, and LaSalle is on the board.
That's what happens when you jam at the line of scrimmage. Tommy Ryan trying to jam Felicia at the line, and Felicia just outran him. Beautiful pass by Loughery.
From 20 yards out, Loughery is 21st touchdown pass of the season. And for Felicia, he hauls in his 7th of the year.
Felicia's a big target, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's also very athletic, as you can see by that play.
Mike Bennett, 44 extra points out of 45 attempts, and he adds another. And after the first play of the second quarter, we are tied at 7.
But take a look at his touchdown pass. This is what Father Judge did to him last year, was jam guys at the line of scrimmage. It didn't work on this play as Felicia just outruns the defender. And that was Kevin Toner that he outran that time. I don't know if he had to outrun him. He had the height on him also. Nice pass, nice catch. Great focus by Felicia. Watch him watch this ball all the way into his hands, get both feet in bounds.
What a throw. I mean, that is right on the money.
There it is one more time. Nice throw, right on the money. Felicia, great focus to catch the ball. We got ourselves a ball game, Steve.
7 plays, 55 yards in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. 20 yards out. Felicia from Loughery makes it a 7-7 game. Mike Bennett will have to tee it up again as the ball falls to the turf. Tim Donahoe, Ryan Fenningham are the return men for Father Judge. The Crusaders in the blue uniforms. They're moving from left to right here in quarter number 2. Good kick. Fenningham back into the end zone. And Bennett with the touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Here is how the Quad A division of the Philadelphia Catholic League shook out during the regular season. 3-way tie at the top with Judge, LaSalle, and Prep. Cardinal O'Hara, which was beset by injuries all season, finished at 3-3 in league play.
You know, LaSalle and Father Judge, they deserve to be in this game. I mean, LaSalle's number 2 there because Judge beat him earlier in the season, so you got to put him up above him. Points scored, 334 points for LaSalle. Wow.
1st and 10 at the 20 for Tony Smith. Nowak in motion. Wortham gets the carry, and he has 4 to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Crusaders. Tackle made by Ryan Eidenschink.
There you see Wortham. They said his dedication and his hard work is second to none. He also has to take 2 buses to get to school every day, Steve, so he's dedicated.
He's also a guy who perseveres. He went into camp not as the starting tailback, not as the backup tailback. 3rd string tailback. And look what he's done. On 2nd down, he has it again. Takes the hit. And has 5 to the 29-yard line. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. John Kerrigan, number 27 in white for LaSalle, has been at the bottom of a lot of piles.
Here he goes, his 9th carry of the night. Picks up another 5 yards. He's got 9 carries for 50 yards. A real workhorse, this young man.
Wortham brings up a 3rd down and 1.
I want to weigh him, too. I don't think he's 155. He's got a couple rolls of quarters in his pocket.
That's with all the equipment on. And after it's soaking wet from all the rain.
Something like that.
He might get close. They need a yard. They've spread the field here. 2 receivers each way. Smith will keep. Was hemmed in momentarily. Kerrigan makes another hit. But Smith able to glance off that and spin for 2. And a 1st down at the 31-yard line.
There you go, Tony Smith, just a sophomore, but like you said, he plays a lot older than that. Boy, he sees that he's got the yard or 2 inside, and he just pulls up and runs it inside. Smart play by Tony Smith, the quarterback.
So LaSalle.
Steve Sustak trying to make the play on an elusive quarterback.
Father Judge able to keep the drive alive. The Explorers could not force a punt. 1st and 10 Crusaders at the 31. Back to Wortham again, trying to run that stretch to the right. Breaks a tackle. Gets tripped up as he comes across the 35. They'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And he was a step away from breaking that one.
He was, and you know, LaSalle did a very nice job of stringing that play out and making him cut back to the inside. But he's so quick that he's by defenders, in a step or 2. And that play looked like it wasn't going to make any yards and ends up making almost 8. 10 rushes for 58 yards.
And it is an 8-yard gain to the 39-yard line, so 2nd and 2 for the Crusaders. Wortham again will have a 1st down. Across the 40 to the 42, a pickup of 3. Another tackle by Kerrigan.
And he keeps getting the carries. How many carries is a maximum in a game before they call 911 for child abuse?
And this kid, you mentioned it early on, he's a workhorse. And even though he is 5'5", 155, he's been bouncing up after every hit. 5th 1st down of the night for Father Judge. The Crusaders scored their touchdown on an interception return.
Tommy Coyle says he wants the ball, too.
And he'll get it one more time, trying to get to the outside on the left. Again, breaking that initial hit. Stays in bounds across the 45 to the 46-yard line, a pickup of 4.
And what this is doing, these drives, it's keeping the ball out of LaSalle's offensive hands. Here's another play well strung out by LaSalle. You see him making him go to the sideline. They just can't catch up with him. And when he sees a seam, he cuts up and makes the yardage. He has really good vision.
Well, no secret for the Crusaders. Coach Tommy Coyle said we need to establish the run. However, if they put too many in the box, we have to be able to throw the football downfield.
And right now, LaSalle's only got 5 guys in the box. Their linebackers are a couple yards off the line of scrimmage, but they're pursuing well.
2nd down and 6. Smith out of the shotgun this time. Wortham into block, going downfield for Nowak. There is some contact, and flags will fly. George Giovinazzo will be called for pass interference, and the 15-yard penalty will give Father Judge a 1st down.
Giovinazzo just looked up at the wrong time. His timing was off here. He tried to make some, he tried to make a close on the gap, and when he did, he looked up too late, and he ran into the receiver, and that's pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard foul, 1st down.
Adam Nowak, 28 catches on the season, was able to get downfield, and the 15-yard penalty against LaSalle, and head coach Drew Gordon will take it to the Explorer 39-yard line.
Tony Smith doing a nice job rolling out. That ball, though, was thrown up for grabs. That could have been a problem. The defensive back had turned his head earlier.
1st and 10 for the Crusaders. This will be the 8th play of the drive. 7:52 to play in the first half. 7-7 at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium at Northeast High School in Philadelphia. Steve Douglas along with Kevin Riley. League title game. Wortham loses the handoff, and there's Kerrigan again to make another play. He pounces on it at the 35-yard line. It's the 4th turnover of the game.
We'll take a look at this. I don't think he ever had control of the football from the handoff. Here you see Smith with the handoff. It looked like it came off his hip. And Kerrigan's right there. 3rd turnover of the game. There it is right there. Never had control of the football.
So the LaSalle defense comes up with another big play. Kerrigan has been all over the place. A 5'11", 195-pound senior. Forced the first fumble and recovers this one. 3rd Judge turnover, 1 for LaSalle thus far. Abdur-Rahman bounces off the pile, gets outside across the 40 to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Well, this is all talent here on this second effort by Abdur-Rahman. He was stopped, as you'll see. Judge's defense is so aggressive. They come to the ball, they just flock to it. We see right there, he's stopped, but he goes outside with the speed he has, the smoothness, picks up about 4 yards.
Jamal Abdur-Rahman, just a sophomore, 5'9", 160 pounds.
There's another guy not in the starting lineup at the beginning of the season.
2nd and 4 for Loughery. Abdur-Rahman breaks a tackle. Maybe a yard, though. He was slowed up just enough. He's to the 42. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Winner will move on. Next week play the champion of the Public League, Washington, winning again.
And that's going to be special, isn't it, Steve?
No question about that.
They've been calling for this for a long time, and now it's going to become a reality.
This is a 7-7 game near the midway point of the 2nd quarter. Enemy option here. Loughery to Abdur-Rahman, pinned in. Great pursuit, and he'll lose yards back to the 41-yard line. All kinds of blue jerseys around the football.
You know, Rahman, as good of an athlete as he is, he just can't outrun and outmaneuver that many people. Watch how quickly the Judge defenders get to the point of attack where the ball is.
Nowak
look how many of them are there.
Nowak forced it back to the inside.
And that's where you have your help, on the inside. But look how much help they have.
And then that guy, Connor Thompson, who had the interception for a touchdown earlier, put him away.
Huge play for Judge.
Mike Donahoe in for his 3rd punt of the night. Tom Ryan back to receive. Did a fair catch the first two. Another high and good kick. This one takes a big bounce, and LaSalle will try and down it inside the 5. Bill Thomas was there, and mission accomplished at the 3-yard line.
Wow.
So Father Judge is pinned back with 6:07 to play in the first half. Don't forget to tune in next Saturday at 6 p.m. when CNA brings you a Pennsylvania District 1 semifinal. It's number 4 seed Downingtown West against the top seed and state-ranked North Penn. Playoffs are in full gear, and CNA's got you covered next Saturday night at 6 p.m. And the following week, we'll have the District 1 championship game as well for you on Varsity Game Night.
Steve, I'll tell you what does not play out well here in the first half for LaSalle. When you have 3 turnovers and you come up with 7 points, you really came up a little shorthanded. You should score at least another, touchdown based on having 3 turnovers. So they didn't take advantage of the opportunities had so far. We'll see how it plays out during the game.
And on top of that, the turnover you commit gives Father Judge its only points thus far. Wortham for a couple to the 5. 2nd down and 8. Ryan Geiger in on the stop.
I'll tell you what, if I'm playing linebacker for LaSalle right now, I'm going to wait till somebody fools me, but I'm taking my first step wherever 25 takes his first step.
Tony Smith goes over to his bench, makes the long run back to the end zone to join the huddle. He has a 2nd down and 8 at his own 5-yard line. One receiver split out this time. Wortham again. And the LaSalle defense has the answer at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 1. 3rd down and 7.
Judge really needs to change something up here. Everybody's flocking to where number 25's going. A 5-man front by LaSalle, but everybody is moving down the line, and they're not getting blown off the line right now by Judge's offensive line. So LaSalle is tightening up their defense here.
It looked like Wortham was a little hobbled coming up after that last hit. He does stay in the game on a 3rd and 7 for the Crusaders. And they are taking a long time getting the play in and then getting out of the huddle.
The guy has to go 40 yards.
Long count for Smith. They'll give to Wortham again, trying to find a crease to the outside, and he cannot. Cut down by Shane Brady, the junior defensive back, for a loss of a yard at the 5.
I'll tell you what, that's an excellent play by Brady. Not only did he read it well and anticipate it, watch his play right here. They've been doing this. They've been stringing Wortham out, but he seems to be able to slip through a hole when he sees it. He thought he could get around, and their number 5 comes up. Great play, great tackle. Shane Brady, nice play.
Force a punt. Connor Hoffman, Jamal Abdur-Rahman at the Father Judge 40-yard line.
First punt of the night for Father Judge. It's going to be an interesting one because the punter is going to be in his own end zone.
Tim McCaffrey as Abdur-Rahman hoping to get his hands on the football. Should be great field position for the Explorers. End-over-end kick. It'll take a Father Judge roll across the 40 to the 43-yard line. That is where the Explorers will put it in play in Crusader territory when we come back to Charles Martin Memorial Stadium. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play before halftime in the Catholic League Championship. LaSalle and Father Judge are tied at 7. 5 to play before halftime. Stay with us. Coming up at the break tonight, we'll take a look at what the guys at Out of Bounds have been up to, and we'll also talk with Joe Setti of the Philadelphia Catholic League. Plus, we'll recap the first half with highlights and stats. All that coming up at halftime, so stay with us. Great field position here for LaSalle. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the Father Judge 43-yard line.
Drew Loughery 3 for 7, 44 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. An off first half for him.
Loughery on 1st down. Fires complete. Felicia close to a 1st down at the 33-yard line. Hit immediately by Kevin Toner. They'll mark him down at the 34. Pickup of 9. It's 2nd and 1. That ball was fired in there.
It was. And Felicia is such a sure-handed receiver. 44 receptions on the year for 774 yards coming into this ball game.
2nd and 1 after that catch by Felicia.
Just a junior. This duo's back next year. Look out.
Connor Hoffman with 38 catches, also only a junior. Abdur Rahman trying to get to the outside, cannot. Great job by Tom Ryan to shed the blocker and make the tackle for a loss back at the 37-yard line.
Tommy Ryan, one of the seniors, watch how he sheds the block and then makes a great shoestring tackle. That's a great tackle on a guy that's got a lot of talent and can give you that limp leg.
They'll actually mark him back at the 38, so call it a loss of 4 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Ryan, 6'3", 190 pounds, nice size. Outside man.
Salle converting 40% of its 3rd down so far tonight. Abdur Rahman started inside, tries to get outside, flags all over the place, and so are the blue shirts of Father Judge at the 40-yard line.
Steve, I mean, it's a swarm. These guys get to the ball, and they get to the ball in a hurry.
Referee Bill McKeever will have to sort all of this out. If it's against LaSalle, it's either going to be 4th and 7
on the offense.
or 3rd and long.
Here's a look at the play.
That penalty's refused.
Looks like an original dive that goes outside. You don't see where the holding was, but look how many shirts are there. Blue shirts, that is. That's a swarming defense.
Connor Thompson leading the charge. Penalty is declined. So it's a 4th down and 7 at the 40-yard line. Salle is going to bring the punting unit onto the field. Mike Donahoe will kick it away. And that's Ryan back deep at his 10-yard line. Donahoe can angle this one. Straight down the middle. Ryan, fair catch right at the 10. Again, the field position not great for Father Judge, but the Crusaders able to defend that short field. As always, when we're doing a game in the city, we want to thank Ted Solari of the Philadelphia Daily News. And if you want to learn more about sports in Philadelphia, definitely go to tedsolari.com. Check it out on the web for history, stats, rosters, schedules, you name it. tedsolari.com has all of it for you. And it's not just football and basketball. You can find a lot of information on there. Ted is here patrolling the sidelines as usual, and we thank him for all of his help.
Do you think anybody in the country does it better than that guy?
I'll tell you what, I use it all the time, and he's now posting the hits he gets on a weekend after football is done. The numbers are phenomenal. Number of people going to his website every weekend. Wortham, another carry, another big hit out near the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 4 to the 14, 2nd and 6.
That's his 16th carry for 71 yards. Here you go. He's stringing out, but he finds a seam and cuts up, makes some yardage. I'm amazed that with his size, he's constantly moving forward. I haven't seen anybody rocking backward yet either.
LaSalle deciding not to take a timeout here. Under 1:20 to play in the first half. 2nd down and 6.
With a sophomore quarterback, you're not going to see any heroics down here in the passing game.
3 receivers set this time. Wortham, the lone setback. He'll get it again. High handoff, able to corral that one. John Carrigan makes yet another tackle, and now LaSalle will indeed stop the clock with 58 seconds to play in the half. It'll be 3rd down for Father Judge and a long 2 for the Crusaders.
You made a good point there. A high handoff, probably a little overreaction from the fumble where he hit Wortham on the hip, and they'll get it right, but that was a high handoff that time, trying to get it up.
Father Judge has run 20 offensive plays. Wortham has run 17 times. The other 3, 2 passes, and a quarterback sneak by Smith. So Wortham has seen a lot of action here in the first half. We'll check out the top 10 in southeastern Pennsylvania, provided by the Philadelphia Inquirer. North Penn, no surprise, at 11-0, number 1. State-ranked LaSalle, number 4 at 8-2. Father Judge checks in at number 7 at 8-3 on the season. I'll tell you, there's great football teams.
A lot of controversy going on number 1 and number 2. Who's got the better team right now? And I'll tell you what, I don't know. They're really 2 good football teams right now.
And Rick O'Brien from the Philadelphia Inquirer, who has been also very helpful to us over the years, is here tonight covering the game for the paper. 3. 58 seconds to play before halftime. Smith, play action, rolling, looking, under pressure, and throws it away.
Well, that surprises me. I did not think that they would throw a pass down here. They took little time off the clock on that incompleted pass.
Ryan Saraceni with the pressure, and that saves a LaSalle timeout, so the Explorers will have 2 left, and again, should get good field position after the Father Judge punt.
They didn't fool anybody on that play action pass. And with Wortham, the way he's been running, 3 yards has been nothing for him to pick up. I kind of question that call. Tommy Coyle.
Tommy Coyle, a 1987 graduate of Father Judge. McCaffrey, a high, short, wobbly kick. Takes a LaSalle bounce inside the 35-yard line before being down by Fenningham, and the Explorers will have 41 seconds, 2 timeouts, and excellent field position at the Judge 33-yard line.
It'll be real interesting to see what Judge deploys here as a defense. I would gather and bet that they're not going to come up and jam people at the line of scrimmage right now with 41 seconds left, but we'll see.
And with the timeouts, the entire field is open to Drew Loughery and the Explorers, who have the only points here in the second quarter to make it a 7-7 game. Philadelphia Catholic League Quad 8 Championship.
Judge has been in a 4-man front the entire game. It seems like they've been in a 6-man front, but it's 4 guys up there doing the job.
3 receivers. Loughery throws the quick out, complete to Jimmy Catalino. Catalino will be brought down at the 28-yard line, and LaSalle will quickly call a timeout.
And as I suspected, Judge their defensive backs playing about 4 or 5 yards off the ball, giving up that short pass. They don't want to get beat for a long pass right now. See it right here. Loughery, nice throw, on target, and good play. Number 36, Ryan Fenningham, 5'11", 180-pound senior, comes up and makes the hit.
First catch of the year for Catalino. It picks up 5 yards to the 28. Second down and 5. LaSalle has 1 timeout remaining. Mike Bennett, the kicker for the Explorers, has 6 field goals on the season.
Let's just see if they're setting up a stop and go here.
Well, I was going to mention the same thing after seeing that little stop pattern on first down and then quickly using the timeout.
And the way, Judge has been aggressively pursuing it. Could be a stop and go here. Could be a good call.
Loughery has completed his last 3 passes for 34 yards. Going to run a delay to Donahoe. Donahoe to the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Clock continues to run. And LaSalle will use its final timeout with 21 seconds left in the half.
Now, the only thing I can guess on a play like that, Coach Gordon is going to make sure that he puts his team in at least a position to score 3 points here by making sure that they gain some ground for a field goal.
Let's take a look at the Mancino Manufacturing Practice Makes Perfect offensive play of the game for LaSalle. It's the Explorers' only touchdown, 20 yards out. Loughery to Felicia to make it a 7-7 game.
You see Felicia get off the line of scrimmage, beat the man that's covering him, and a perfect throw, perfect catch, and that's why practice makes perfect.
That play was brought to you by Mancino Manufacturing. Well, if you run here to get the first down, you have to make sure you get it. There's only 21 seconds left. You're out of timeouts. To stop the clock to move the chains, then you could spike the football.
If you don't make it, you're in trouble. You can't get your field goal team on the field. Question is, are they capable of kicking a 40-yard field goal, 41 yards in the
It appears whatever wind we have tonight has been moving from right to left. The kicks in that direction have been going into the end zone for touchbacks, and now Father Judge will take a timeout in a 7-7 game with 21 seconds to play in the first half.
Could you believe at 5:30 that we would have this kind of weather for the first half? I mean, really.
It was ugly. It was raining hard. It was windy. There were some tornado watches out there, and that line of storms coming through.
It came through, but it came and it left.
I know there was a lot of talk about severe thunderstorms, a lot of lightning. Fortunately, we did not have any of that here. And it's actually become a very nice night here at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium.
Knock on wood. Don't jinx us now, Steve. That's Brett Gordon in the huddle there with the LaSalle Explorers.
He could play a little bit, huh?
Great quarterback. Came in second for the Walter Payton Award his senior year at Villanova. He had a guy in the backfield by the name of Brian Westbrook. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Never heard of him. He's still playing?
A little bit.
They do run, and they do get the first down to stop the clock with 16 seconds left. Now they'll line up quickly here. Donahoe got the carry. He's brought down at the 22-yard line, and they will spike it with 14 seconds left.
Well, this is really interesting. Now, you don't bring your field goal team on now, do you?
You've got two shots to the end zone here. Or throw a sideline pattern. Try to get out of bounds.
The only thing that can hurt you is a sack.
Or an interception.
No, interception, of course. Or a fumble. Let's go that way.
Second down at the 22-yard line. From here, it's a 39-yard field goal
like
for Mike Bennett.
High school coach. He believed there was 3 things could happen when you threw the football.
All of them bad?
All bad.
Quick drop. They're going to throw that fade to Felicia again. It's out of bounds. Had some help this time. It's coming over was Kevin Toner. It's third down.
The old coach said you could have an interception, an incompletion, or a catch and then fumble it. That's pessimism at its best for the passing game.
Is that back in the days of the single wing?
No, not quite. No. Don't date me that far back. We ran the Belly series pretty well, too.
And they're going to bring Bennett out right now with 10 seconds left. Loughery is the holder. This will be a 39-yard attempt to put LaSalle in front. Plenty of leg, and it is good. Mike Bennett drills it from 39 yards out, and for the first time, the Explorers lead. They're up 10-7.
You know, you're watching 2 really well-prepared teams. Everything went perfect on that. Good snap, good hole, and a very strong kick to put the LaSalle Explorers up 10-7.
And again, the wind going in that direction. Bennett with plenty to clear this one.
Here it is. Great execution here by the Explorers. And you can see this was good for another 10 yards out. And he looked like he drilled it right down the middle. Tough to tell from this angle. It looked like it went right through the uprights, down the middle.
5 seconds to play in the half. LaSalle with a 10-7 lead.
Do you squib this one? Make sure one of those offensive guys up front. Well, they got their hands team in there, it looks like.
I think they're going to kick it away, that's for sure. The lefty kicker, Bennett. No, he is. He's got the wind at his back. And this is into the end zone for a touchback.
I forgot he can kick it into the end zone, so.
True.
If you can do that on a consistent basis, you're in good shape.
Fenningham made the grab across the goal line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 5 seconds to play in the half. Don't forget this game that you're watching and most CN8 college football and high school broadcasts are available free to Comcast customers on video on demand.
Well, Coach, what do you do here?
Well, you don't call Joe Pisarchik's number.
No. Looks like they're going to take a knee.
And Father Judge, who will get the football to start the second half, content to go to the locker room down by 3 at halftime here at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium at Northeast High School in Philadelphia. It's the Philadelphia Catholic League Class Quad A Championship game. And after 2 quarters of play, the LaSalle Explorers have scored 10 straight points, and they lead the Father Judge Crusaders by a score of 10-7. Father Judge scoring first on defense. Connor Thompson, 10-yard interception return in the first quarter. That made it 7-0, but all Explorers in the second quarter, starting with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Drew Loughery to Sam Felicia. LaSalle leads it by 3. Stay with us. Our halftime show coming your way next.
Taking
Joe Setti, who is the chairman of the board of directors for the Philadelphia Catholic League, and no St. Joe's Prep for the first time in a long while. You've got LaSalle, who won it a couple of years ago. Father Judge looking for his first win in a long time. To have some different teams in this Quad A championship game, how good is that from the Catholic League standpoint?
It just shows, I think, Steve, the quality of the programs that we have in the Catholic League. And I think any number of teams could have gotten in this position. Just so happens it's LaSalle and Father Judge. So I think it's kind of neat and certainly very special for these two programs.
In years past, you played for the Catholic League Championship. Now you're a part of the PAA. And in Class AA, West Catholic is in, and AAA, Archbishop Wood is advancing. And the winner of this game also moves on. To have a chance to play for a city and state title for your teams, how special is that?
I mean, I think that's really been the neat thing this year as we've gone through the fall sports, that, winning a Catholic League championship will always be very, very special. But on top of that, we have a second and third layer of competition whereby we now play for a district championship. And, of course, from there, hopefully one of our teams will be able to win a state championship.
And as good as your teams are on the gridiron, everybody knows about the Catholic League in basketball. The Newman Goretti, St. Joe's Prep, also Roman Catholic, and the great players you've had. They also have the same opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. I think when you were mentioning about LaSalle and Father Judge this year in football, last year at North Catholic and Archbishop Ryan were the two teams that got there to the finals. And again, I think that's just an example of so many of our football, our basketball programs, very competitive and have a great opportunity to advance in this type of game.
Well, Joe, thanks for taking the time. As always, great work, and thanks for getting the rain out of here before kickoff.
No problem, Steve.
Joe Setti, who is the chairman of the board of directors for the Philadelphia Catholic League, our guest here at halftime. At the break, it is LaSalle 10, Father Judge 7. Stay with us. Kevin Riley and I have first half highlights and stats when we continue in just a moment.
The force met the immovable object, and that's why we got a low-scoring game. You've got two teams that are really playing hard up front, and it's showing on the field right now. 3 turnovers. Father Judge should have probably another score on the board, but I think they'll take the 10-7 lead.
Father Judge is down by a 10-7 score here at the break. The highlights from the first half, and we're going to start things out with a mistake for you. And it's inside the 5-yard line. Father Judge on the drive, but Curt Wortham coughs it up, and it's recovered at the 3-yard line. And a big turnover for the LaSalle defense. But then the Father Judge defense comes up with a big play.
Yeah, big interception right here, running for the touchdown. Judge's only score so far, a defensive touchdown.
Connor Thompson from 10 yards out. Then Kevin Forster, a great interception of his own for LaSalle, setting up the Explorers at their own 45-yard line. And then Drew Loughery, a great pass to Sam Felicia from 20 yards out.
Felicia, great focus on that catch. Great pass by Loughery and just a great touchdown.
And then Wortham again puts it on the turf. John Kerrigan able to recover, and the LaSalle defense comes up big again. And that sets up a 39-yard field goal with 5 seconds left in the second quarter. And that by Mike Bennett, giving LaSalle a 10-7 lead. And there you see all the turnovers in that first half.
Who would have believed the 3 turnovers by Judge, LaSalle on the receiving end of that, and that's the difference in this ball game right now, putting LaSalle up 10-7.
So 10-7 is the lead for LaSalle here at halftime. The Explorers looking for their second championship in the last 3 years. This is the second game played here at Northeast High School today. This afternoon they contested the AAA championship in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Archbishop Wood against Dobbins Tech. And the highlights from this game, it was all Wood building a big first half lead. Sean Cunningham with the touchdown. It was 42-7 at the break. And then late in the fourth quarter, another touchdown coming up for Wood on the option. Sean Kane gets the toss. He'll get inside that left pylon, taking the big hit. And Wood with a 56-7 win over Dobbins Tech as District 12 Chairman Robert Coleman hands over the hardware, the trophy, and they'll move on with the win over Archbishop Wood. Congratulations on the AAA title over Dobbins Tech earlier today. At halftime of this game in the Quad A Championship, it is LaSalle 10, Father Judge 7. Stay with us. We'll come back with the second half kickoff from Northeast High School in just one moment. And we talked about Drew Loughery in the open tonight. We also talked about Curt Wortham, the fine running back for Father Judge, and here's how they've done through the first 2 quarters.
Well, Wortham has had a lot of carries. He's carrying the load. 17 carries, 74 yards. He's moving the chains for Father Judge. Drew Loughery, well, 5'11", 58 yards. He's got a touchdown and a pick. But guess what? He hasn't been on the field that much.
That is our game night spotlight as we get set to start the second half. Father Judge in the blue uniforms, moving from left to right, will receive. Ryan Fenningham is back deep for them, along with Tim Donahoe. Mike Bennett for LaSalle has it teed up, drills another one deep into the end zone for a touchback. So Bennett showing off that leg again. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Here is the drive summary for Father Judge in the first half.
There you can see it right there. The first 8 plays, they made 70 yards, but they fumbled. Then they had another 8-play drive going, another fumble, and interspersed was an interception. Then 3 and out, and 1 and out. That was before the half.
Tony Smith, the sophomore quarterback, in the first half, primarily handed it off to Curt Wortham. 1 for 3 for 9 yards. He also had that interception picked off by Kevin Forster. 1st and 10 Crusaders at the 20. It's Wortham again. And Wortham is out to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 5. Joe Ratajkowski makes the stop for the Explorers.
The Explorers stopped Father Judge the last 2 drives. The last 2 times they had the ball 3 and out. Let's see if they've figured out this offense, which I don't think it's too hard. It's Mr. Wortham.
Just across the 25-yard line with that first carry. Father Judge down by 3 early in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 5, Wortham again runs into his own blocker and gets very little, if anything. It'll be 3rd down for Father Judge.
LaSalle starting to tighten up on that defensive line that time, not giving any ground and forcing Wortham to be halted. He likes to run behind his blockers, but when they can't get loose, you're going to get stuck at the line of scrimmage.
He picked up a yard to the 26. It brings up a 3rd and 4. Father Judge has won 6 in a row. The Crusaders have not won the title since '84 when they beat Archbishop Carroll. Last time they were in the title game, they lost to these Explorers 12 years ago. Smith on a 3rd and 4 has excellent protection, throwing on the run, complete to Nowak, close to a 1st down. All he needs is to break the plane of the 30-yard line to move the sticks, and he does so.
Tony Smith, nice play here. Roll out, taking him out of trouble, keeping the pressure off him, and he throws a nice pass right here. And what a nice catch. Got both feet in bounds. 1st down. Tony Smith manages a football game very well for a sophomore.
1st and 10, right on the 30. They needed 4, and that's exactly what they got. Right back to Wortham. Able to get to the outside, and he'll dive to the 35-yard line. Vinny Miglaris was able to wrap him up after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, that's a nice tackle by Miglaris. He came up out of nowhere. Watch this play here. I'll tell you what, Witham could have been going for some big yardage here. Miglaris comes up, almost doesn't hold on, but he had enough pressure on him to bring Witham down.
And a busy night.
That's Wortham's 20th carry of the night, Stephen.
That's how busy for the junior. Quick drop for Smith, throws for Nowak again. 1st down at the 40-yard line. He'll be wrestled down at the 41, a pickup of 6. Miglaris in on the tackle, along with Giovanazzo, I should say, pardon me.
Accurate pass, not a whole lot on it, but it got there and sufficed for the 1st down.
1st and 10 Crusaders at their own 41-yard line.
Tony Smith throwing twice in this series so far. He threw 3 times in the first half.
Offset eye with McCaffrey and Wortham. Wortham will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Ryan Eidenschink again bursting through. The 6'1", 210-pound senior. Loss of 2 to the 39 at 2nd and a dozen.
The Explorers stacked their defense to the right that time, anticipating that Wortham was going to go that way, and they guessed right. One of the few times tonight they've stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Good work by Steve Sinnott up front as well, number 86, 6'3", 210-pound junior.
That's his 21st carry. He's holding his elbow a little bit. He's got to be a little banged up. 21 carries, and we're just into the third quarter.
Second and long now for the Crusaders. Slot to the right. Nowak, the inside receiver. Ryan in motion. Ryan goes short, and he'll get out to the 44-yard line. Forster makes the tackle. Pickup of 5, 3rd and 7 for Father Judge.
Nice pattern run by Tommy Ryan. He fakes inside, then cuts it to the outside. He's wide open. Just doesn't get the rack, the run after catch yards that he wanted to get on that play.
It'll be the 8th snap of the drive. They need 7 to keep it alive. They have to cross over into LaSalle territory to the 49-yard line to pick up the first down.
Loughery's 3 for 3 in this half for 34 yards. He was 1 for 3 in the entire first half.
Tony Smith will work out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 7 with Wortham in the backfield. The pass is knocked down. Sinnott got the hands up, and the 6'3" defensive lineman able to bat it down. It's 4th down.
That's a huge play. Stevie Sinnott, 6'3", 210 pounds, plays tight end on offense, defensive end. He got up there, timed it right, knocked the play down, knocked the ball down. Watch this. He's stymied at the line of scrimmage, but that doesn't mean he can't make a play. He got it with one hand. Nice play by Steve Sinnott.
Tim McCaffrey in to punt. And he cannot handle a high snap. And he is going to be brought down with the football still free at the 10-yard line. And Ryan Saraceni falls on it. Another big play by LaSalle. This one on special teams. It'll be 1st and goal at the 9.
Man, Saraceni looked like a mad wolf after he saw that mishap. A muff by Father Judge, and he was on top of the punter. Made the hit. What a play.
Saraceni also a junior. That's the theme with his team.
Watch Saraceni if we can catch him. He is on a mission. He saw that there was a muff and an opportunity to make a play, and he made a big one here for the LaSalle Explorers.
1st and goal at the 9 after the big play by Saraceni. Loughery will have Felicia out to the left. Loughery 5 of 11 in the first half. 58 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rolling to his left, firing for Felicia. It's through his hands at the 1-yard line. Ryan with the coverage. It'll be 2nd down and goal. And here is the drive summary for LaSalle in the first half.
3 and out. 2 plays, an interception, 3 and out, and then they started to put it together. 7 plays and a touchdown, 3 and out, and then they got a field goal with the last drive of the first half. Good defense on both sides of the ball.
2nd and goal for Loughery. 7:20 to play 3rd quarter, trying to extend the LaSalle lead. Jamal Abdur-Rahman to the 5. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. 3rd down and goal.
That looked like an audible at the line of scrimmage. I could be wrong, but it looked like Loughery was making a change at the line. There's Drew Gordon, head coach of the LaSalle Explorers. He and his son, John Harrison, was a quarterback before Loughery, and he was the city's best, and now they've got the city's best in Drew Loughery.
Abdur-Rahman held to 1.2 yards per carry tonight, well below his season average. He is in a slot left. Quarterback draw with Loughery. And Loughery, with the football coming loose after the tackle, will be down at the 2-yard line. It's 4th and goal and decision time for Drew Gordon.
Big decision time. Here we go right here. This is a quarterback draw. It's a planned play. They had spread Father Judge out a little bit. Loughery can run the ball. The ball does come out, but it looked like his knee was down when the ball came out. Just have to have a knee down. It looked like it was down. They're going to go for the short 3. I say short 3. They're going to go for the short 3.
18-yard attempt for Mike Bennett. Loughery, the holder. And Bennett is 2 for 2 tonight, his 8th field goal of the season, and it's 13-7. LaSalle leading Father Judge with exactly 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I'm a little surprised at that. I thought they might go for the touchdown there.
Well, Bennett has scored 7 points in this game. Extra point, 2 field goals, and it's a 6-point lead for the Explorers midway through the third.
That's a great point. He scored 7 points, and he's put 3 balls into the end zone from no runbacks.
And he'll be kicking in that direction again. Teams moving right to left have certainly had the advantage in the kicking game. 3 plays, just 7 yards after the mistake on the punt, but they cash it in for 3 points on the 18-yard field goal by Mike Bennett.
LaSalle is letting Father Judge hang around. 4 turnovers, 13 points, and you're only up by 6.
Donahoe and Fenningham are back deep, hoping for a chance to return. And it won't happen again. Bennett into the end zone for another touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mike Bennett really has a strong leg.
Let's see what Father Judge can do. The 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Next Saturday, the season is coming to a close, and at 2:30, one of the CAA's top rushing teams, Villanova, looks to win their final game in hopes of one last push in the rankings before the playoffs. But after some tough losses, the Fighting Blue Hens of Delaware are looking to grab another W. That's next Saturday at 2:30 only on CNA.
Delaware struggled a little bit this year, but you can throw the record books out for that game, Steve.
That is a big backyard rivalry. Blue Hens and the Wildcats. Villanova with a win today over Towson appears to have made its way into the NCAA tournament. Here's Wortham on 1st down. Gets nothing. Stopped right at the 20-yard line. Saraceni again. It's 2nd down and 10. You know, talking to both coaches, this is
Here's Wortham
here
on his play, and he was getting 3-4 yards a carry. Now he's not getting the holes that he got initially. And they're starting to tighten up on that LaSalle front 4.
These are 2 teams that are very familiar with each other. Guys are very friendly off the field, and when the captains met at midfield to start the second half, you could see that. We were in commercial break, but they're shaking hands, smacking each other on the helmet. Obviously, there's a competition to win the title and move on, but these are teams that are very, very good friends off the field. Smith able to duck the pressure, but his pass knocked down by Shane Brady. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Crusaders.
Curt Wortham, his first 17 carries, he had 74 yards. His last 5 carries, only 9 yards. LaSalle's defense really tightened it up. And here's the play right there. Just waited a little too long to throw the ball. That's what happens when you get a sophomore quarterback in there. I'll tell you what else. They're making Judge have to go long drives, and part of the problem is Mike Bennett kicking it into the end zone and making him start at the 20.
The kicking game has flipped this game in LaSalle's favor, and that's not taking anything away from Judge's Pat Schultz. He's a great kicker. He hasn't had the chances. 3rd and 10.
Shotgun.
4 receiver set. Smith looking for an open receiver, can't find one, and he will get maybe a yard to the 21. And again, the LaSalle defense has been playing some outstanding football tonight. Heidenschink in on another hit.
The LaSalle defense really had trouble in the first series. Here we see the play again. Shotgun, nobody open. I'd call this a coverage sack. Tony Smith tries to put the ball down and run with it, but there's nowhere to go. White shirts everywhere.
4th and 9. McCaffrey into punt again. Low snap handled this time. Abdur Rahman will field it at the Judge 47. He'll reverse field. Flag is thrown as he goes down that right sideline, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 30. But a flag was thrown immediately as he started that return.
I think you're going to see this one come back. Look like a clip. A hit in the back.
Still going to be pretty good field position, but not great.
Quite a courageous catch there by Abdur Rahman. People were all over him, and he got behind the wall. He almost turned that into a big gain.
Our referee tonight is Bill McKeever.
That's Drew Gordon. Former teammate of mine.
I'm not going to hold that.
1970-71.
I'm not going to hold that against him. Are we?
I'll tell you what, it's like having a coach on the field.
At
Going
Villanova,
to
right?
run back. Block in the back. On the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First and 10.
As we suspected.
So that 10-yard penalty will put the ball back in LaSalle territory, but great field position for the Explorers when we come back. The championship, LaSalle leading Father Judge by a score of 13-7. For the best football talk and analysis all week long, step out of bounds on CN8 at 7 and 11:30. Monday at 7, it's tag team coverage with 4 NFL veterans on Pro Night. Scott Zolak talks NFL Tuesday at 11:30. Wednesday at 7, Brian Boldinger has Mad Football. And Thursdays on Late Night, Ivy Leaguer Ross Tucker holds forth on college and the pros. It's the place to go for football. Get insight and debate out of bounds on CN8. First and 10, LaSalle, 44-yard line in the Explorers' own territory. They take over ahead 13-7. Through Loughery, deep drop, setting up the screen to Abdur Rahman. Looking for some blockers on the right. He does not have any, and a great play by Ryan Fenningham. It'll be a loss of a couple.
This Father Judge team should not be called the Crusaders. They should be called the Barracudas. Watch this. This play is open initially, but they just get to the ball so quickly. 2 defenders right there to make sure that they bring Abdur Rahman down and out of bounds. 2-yard loss.
The Barracudas, huh? Not running for vice president,
They're
right?
all over the place. Oh, no, stop.
That's over with.
Stop. It's over.
We've turned the page. Loss of 3 after that good play by Fenningham. Second and 13 for LaSalle at its own 41. Again, they put Abdur Rahman in a slot left. Will McKinney is in at fullback. Donahoe, the tailback this time, will get the carry. Bouncing to the outside, has a block, and is across midfield, barreling with the football coming free. Was he down? The referee's talking about it at the 48-yard line. Still no indication. Father Judge football.
Wow.
Mike Donahoe pleading his case, thinking that the play was over.
Senior Donahoe with the ball, trying to make the first down. Got to protect that ball. It's swinging out there a little bit. Let's see. Is he down? Hard to tell from that angle. Let's see if we can see it better here. Here he goes, moving down the line. Gets his shoulder squares, moving upfield. Let's see. Oh, really close. I think it was a fumble. Really close.
First and 10, Father Judge. Crusaders at their own 47, down by 6. 4 minutes, third quarter. Smith going up top for Ryan. Good coverage by Forster down that right sideline. Second down and 10 as they went for the kill right after the turnover.
No, I like the call. They've been running Wortham time and time again. As a matter of fact, that's Judge's 34th play. Wortham's run the ball 22 times. That's a 9th pass attempt. 2 quarterback rushes and 1 kneel. So they were trying to catch the Explorers off guard. I like the play. Just didn't work.
Tommy Coyle with a second down and 10 for his team.
Tommy knows it's really important that they get a drive going here.
They have not scored on offense tonight. The only points for Father Judge, a 10-yard interception return for a touchdown by Connor Thompson back in the first quarter. High snap, Wortham able to get a yard. Again, it's Ryan Eidenschenk leading that defensive charge. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the Crusaders' 48-yard line.
LaSalle has really bottled up Wortham this half.
Again, the winner tonight marches on to take on George Washington next weekend. The Catholic League in the PIAA for the first time. Eligible to win a PIAA state title. Championships will be at Hershey Park Stadium in mid-December. Third and 9. Good protection for Smith. Over the middle. Langdon, a diving catch for a first down at the 33-yard line. He picks up 19, and they'll move the chains.
What a catch by Ryan Langdon, and what a throw by Tony Smith. Right on the money. Watch the young sophomore here. He's looking at his receivers. LaSalle comes up to challenge everybody. A little bit of a high snap, but watch the zip on this ball and watch this catch. He lays himself out, makes the catch.
And look how quickly he gets the hands under right there to make it a reception. They'll mark him down at the 34. A pickup of 18 and a big first down for Judge. Langdon's 15th catch of the season. And there's Eidenschink batting this one down. It was intended for Tim Donahoe on the right flat. Second down and 10.
Judge has changed its offensive strategy. We've gone from 3 passes in the first half to several here in the third quarter, and with some success.
Well, as Coach Coyle said, if they load up the box or if we can't establish the run, we have to be able to throw the ball downfield.
And that's exactly what's happened. They have stopped Wortham this half almost cold.
2:31 to play third quarter. Only points in this half. Another Mike Bennett field goal from 18 yards out to make it 13-7 LaSalle.
Matter of fact, Wortham's not in the game right now.
Slots each way. Smith on a quarterback draw. Sinnott able to wrap him up just shy of the 30-yard line. It's going to be third down and a long 6, maybe 7 for the first down.
Father Judge realizes they're in 4-down territory now. Not a bad call. They would have liked to pick up probably 5 or 6. They only pick up 3 on the play. This puts them in a definite passing situation.
Sinnott has knocked down a pass here in the second half. We just saw Eidenschink do the same.
Curtis Wortham back in the game now for Father Judge.
3rd and 7 at the 31-yard line. Judge 4 of 8 on third down conversions. They just got a big one a moment ago to Langdon. He is in a slot right. No wax slot left. They give to Wortham, trying to spread the field. Wortham finally able to escape, and he is very close to a first down. Tackled by Mike Donahoe.
See what happens when you start to pass the ball a little bit? They just can't hone in on you, focus on you. Wortham a little shook up on the play. I'll tell you what, he's a gutty little performer right there.
And he does get enough for a first down.
Inside handoff, great blocking on the corner. He takes advantage of that. I said he sees the field so well, knows where that first down marker is, just picks up the first down.
Nice work by the guys up front. Joe Galelli, John Lavelle, Matt Shuley, Anthony Rapisi, and Tom Keenan, the offensive line for Judge. Wortham again can't get to the outside. Steve Sustak, 6'2", 243-pound. Any guesses? A junior makes the tackle.
Well, great penetration by Sustak on that play, and then he made the tackle. You know, it's so hard to get a hold of a guy like Wortham. And he beat his block and then made the tackle. Great play.
Kevin, you made the point early on. LaSalle is already in the title game this year with a roster loaded with juniors and very talented juniors.
35 juniors, 35 sophomores, only 13 seniors on this team.
8th play of the drive. It's a second down and 12 at the 25. Wortham again, he'll pick up 4 to the 21. It'll bring up a third down and 8. The tackle made by John Kerrigan, who's been all over the field.
But the guy who slowed him up was Steve Sustak again beating his block. This time couldn't come up with the tackle, but he slowed down Wortham.
Well, they've converted a couple of 3rd and 7s on the drive. They'll have some time to talk about this one as the third quarter is about to expire at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium at Northeast High School in the Philadelphia Catholic League Quad A Championship game. This time for Judge, they'll have a 3rd down and 8 to start the fourth quarter. LaSalle with the only points in the third, a Mike Bennett field goal, and the Explorers lead it 13-7. Kevin Riley back at Northeast High School in Philadelphia. We get ready to start the fourth quarter with LaSalle leading Father Judge 13-7 in the Catholic League Quad A Championship game. But first, let's take a look at the Mancino Manufacturing Practice Makes Perfect offensive play of the game for Father Judge. It came moments ago. Tony Smith to the tight end Ryan Langdon over the middle.
Langdon makes a great pass catch right there on a really good throw by Tony Smith. Look at Smith. Eyes up his receiver, throws it where only he can get it. Great throw, great catch. That's why practice makes perfect.
And that play was brought to you by Mancino Manufacturing.
Well, let me give you Wortham by the quarter. First quarter, 7 carries, 41 yards, 5.9 average. Second quarter, 10 carries, 33 yards, 3.3 carries. Third quarter, 9 carries, 19 yards, 2.1 carries. They're wearing him down. He's got 26 carries for 93 yards, averaging 3.5 yards a carry.
You detect a trend in there, Mr. Riley.
Yeah.
Third and 8 for Father Judge, down by 6 points as we start the fourth quarter. The Crusaders at the Explorer 21-yard line. Tony Smith, good protection over the middle, and Kerrigan had an interception, could not hang on as he was underneath the intended receiver, Adam Nowak.
I think Kerrigan took his eye off the ball. I think he was eyeing where he was going to run next. He's in a perfect position to intercept this ball, gets both hands on it, and he simply drops it.
4th and 8.
Something distracted him.
About a 38-yard field goal from here for Schultz. He is on the field. Again, kicking in this direction from right to left. The kickers and punters have had a great advantage. Schultz has 6 field goals on the season. The holder for the lefty is Tim Donahoe. 38-yard attempt. This one has just enough leg, but it is no good. And LaSalle's defense holds, and the Explorers maintain a 13-7 lead.
I said in my keys to the game, the winner of this game would probably be the one that won the turnover war, and right now LaSalle is winning it 4-2. Good snap, good placement, kick, it's long enough. He just pulled it left, like one of your chip shots there, Steve.
Right direction. He certainly had more distance than I do.
That was a good drive for the Crusaders. 10 plays, 31 yards. Took up 4 minutes and 10 seconds, but they came away with no points.
Salle will take over at the 20-yard line. Any points here, and it's a 2-score game. Abdur-Rahman gets pasted right at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this front four, the Father Judge is really doing a great job. LaSalle's going to a 5-man front, a 6-man front in order to shore up Judge's offensive running game. And this Judge defense, they just go with 4 guys. They get the job done. They're beating people at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10. Jeff Brewer, number 75. Anthony Leon, number 71. Leon's had a fine game. 3 down linemen this time. Loughery trying to float, looking for Felicia, who was triple covered. Flag thrown right near the quarterback. And this will probably be holding against LaSalle.
And if it is, it'll be declined, putting LaSalle in a 3rd down and 10 situation. Call offsides.
Drew Gordon, head coach of LaSalle, his 3rd season.
Drew is wondering what happened to his running game.
Chop block on the offense.
Chop block.
Half the distance to the goal. Still 2nd down.
They'll take the penalty.
Let's see if we see the chop block here. Well, we see it right there. 71 for Father Judge.
Anthony Leon engaged and got his legs taken out from under him while he was being blocked up high. So it's 2nd down, and the penalty from the spot, half the distance back to the 7-yard line. So 23 to go for a 1st down. Abdur-Rahman, big hole into the secondary. He'll get out to the 17-yard line. It'll still be 3rd and 13 after a gain of 10. Adam Nowak with the stop.
That 10 yards represents most of his yardage gain tonight. He had 12 carries for 13 yards going into that carry, Steve. Tell you the kind of job that Father Judge defense is doing.
Both defenses have been very impressive here tonight. There's been 1 offensive touchdown. But what that run did, if they can't get a 1st down here, is at least gave them some breathing room if they have to punt. 3rd and 13 for the Explorers. Loughery will give to Abdur Rahman, makes a cut, and is brought down by Ryan. Football is loose. Nowak has it. Nowak toward the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. Second defensive score for the Crusaders, and we are tied at 13.
All of the Crusaders' points have come on defensive touchdowns, Steve. This is a defensive football team.
Adam Nowak picks up the fumble, scoops it off the turf, and rumbles in for the game-tying touchdown. And now Pat Schultz will have a chance to put Father Judge back in front if he can convert the extra point. Crusaders back in front with 10:05 to play in the fourth quarter.
See the play again. It's a handoff to Abdur Rahman. He's making yardage. Ball's knocked loose and is picked off in the air by Adam Nowak, and he's off to the races. I'm not even sure that Drew Loughery knew that he had the ball until the last second. Here it is again from another angle. Ball is just popped out on the hit, picked off in the air by Adam Nowak, and he is off to the races. 2 defensive scores on 2 turnovers. LaSalle still leads the turnover war 4-3, but guess what? Well, the judges scored on 2 of them.
Adam Nowak, 23 yards on the fumble return for a touchdown. LaSalle 3 takeaways, scoring 7 points. Judge 3 takeaways, scoring all 14 of its points. And the Crusaders are in front thanks to the scamper by Nowak. Judge fans, something to be excited about again, I should say. Here is Felicia at the 5-yard line, returning the Schultz kick across the 25, 30, 35, and dragging tacklers all the way out to midfield. Sam Felicia with a return of 43 yards, and LaSalle has great field position.
That's something you don't see very often, a return man that big. 6'3", 210 pounds. Pretty big target to be running back kickoffs, but right there you can see how effective it was. He picks his side right. He goes up the seam, and look, he's about 1 man away from breaking it all the way. Of course, he's got that wide receiver mentality of looking for that, that open field, looking for that open space. He's just a junior.
1st and 10 Explorers at their own 48-yard line. Down by a point. Long way to go. 9:55 left. Loughery against that 4-man rush. Swings it out. Complete to Mike Donahoe. Donahoe breaks a tackle and gets into Father Judge territory at the 48-yard line. McCaffrey and Fenningham make the tackle. See where they mark him out. Looks like they may give him an extra yard here. We'll check on the spot.
Just a quick out pattern to his fullback, Mike Donahoe. Tough-nosed runner, this guy. You watch him. He punishes people when he's running the football. Unfortunately, he had a turnover earlier in this game.
With the light rain falling, umpire Martin Shields keeps the football covered until they break the huddle. It is at the 47-yard line. 2nd down, a short 6 for the Explorers. Loughery out of the shotgun. Nowak coming on the blitz. They give to Abdur Rahman down the right sideline, 30-yard line. Still on his feet, runs out of territory as Fenningham knocks him out of bounds at the 24. It's a pickup of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, you like to see that from a young sophomore coming back off a fumble that turned into a touchdown, and there's no hesitation here on Abdur Rahman. Look at how smooth this guy is as a runner. He can start and stop almost effortlessly. Great run there, putting the Explorers in great field position now.
And the guys up front for LaSalle doing the job that time. Bob C., Steve Sustak, Sean Abbott, Matt DiGiacomo, and Jake Hostrander. The offensive line for the Explorers. Quick count. The give is to Donahoe, the fullback. He rumbles for 9 yards to the 15, 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, that's how you catch a real aggressive team off guard. You haven't run your fullback up the gut all night, and then you hit a quick hitter right up the gut while they're trying to pursue and get into your backfield. Good call by LaSalle.
Now 2nd and 1. You've got a couple of opportunities here to get that yard for the first down. Let's see if they maybe take a shot to the end zone.
Really surprising here. They've been running on Judge the last couple of plays here. Judge has shut them down up to this point.
Again, the quick count. Donahoe again. Pile moving forward. And he is going to have the first down. The clock will stop with 8:52 as they move the chains to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
I think at another time, if it wasn't a championship game, you might have seen a little play action here, but they just are going to make sure that they got the first down and get 4 more downs here inside the 15-yard line.
Tom Coyle getting his defensive alignment set here on 1st and 10 at the 12. Felicia to the right, Connor Hoffman to the left. Hoffman's been quiet throughout the game. One of the top receivers on LaSalle, has single coverage. Loughery rolling, throws short for Donahoe. 5, goal line, touchdown. 12 yards out, and just like that, LaSalle is back in front.
I don't know if Loughery read that, but Judge brought 9 guys up to the line of scrimmage. They were going to stop the run, and they were also blitzing, and that time the rollout worked well.
Less than 2 minutes after Father Judge went on top, LaSalle answers right back. Loughery with his 22nd touchdown pass of the season. And Donahoe with his 3rd receiving TD, this one from 12 yards out. And they will probably go for 2 here.
I would think so. They've just called Bennett off the field. It would make almost no sense to go for 1. 2 puts you up by a touchdown.
LaSalle does not have a 2-point conversion this season. It's a 5-point game right now. If you get 2, then it's a touchdown and a field goal, a touchdown and an extra point difference.
Confused. LaSalle's going to have to use a timeout here.
And the Explorers will try and get the right personnel on the field, get the play call they want. And while they talk it over, we'll step aside as well. 8:21 to play in the 4th quarter. LaSalle back in front, leading Father Judge by a score of 19-14. 14, LaSalle on top of Father Judge. We've got a great one going here at Charlie Martin Memorial Stadium. If you want to watch it again, if you've joined us in progress, you can check it out free of charge, along with many other high school and college football games from CN8. All you have to do is go to Video on Demand and click Get Local to get started. Might want to check this one out a couple of times.
Drew Gordon, he's been in this position before. 2 years ago, he went for 2 after a timeout to ice his kicker after they had called for 1.
Donahoe in motion. He's going to throw back to the quarterback. Loughery wide open for the 2-point conversion.
I love that play. Why don't the Eagles run it? They caught Judge in a man-to-man defense, Steve, and there's no one ever covering the quarterback man-to-man. Great play.
So it's a 7-point game, 21-14, first 2-point conversion of the year for LaSalle. Here is the touchdown, 12 yards. They swing it out to Donahoe.
Donahoe uncovered. I said Judge had 9 guys in the line of scrimmage, probably in a strict man-to-man with the wide receivers and the tight end. Here you see it one more time. Donahoe running all alone. And once he gets those shoulders turned upfield, and there's a guy that wanted to make up for a turnover, he gets a touchdown. Here's the 2-point conversion. Nobody covering the quarterback. The throwback, all you got to do is catch it. Actually, there was somebody pretty close. Number 16, Kevin Toner, was actually there. But I think that was more of a reaction, seeing it coming. There's no one covering the quarterback, designed to cover the quarterback on that play. That's a great play.
So Loughery can throw it and he can catch it. 21-14. Bennett the kickoff. This will be returnable for Fenningham at the 10-yard line. Fenningham up the middle, across the 30, out to the 35. 25-yard return. Good field position for Father Judge. Here are the Catholic League championships St. Joe's Prep leading with 15, West Catholic with 13, LaSalle trying to get number 10, Father Judge trying to break a logjam there at number 5 with 5 titles.
Yeah, LaSalle trying to get into double digits to join St. Joe's Prep and West Catholic, the only other 2 Catholic teams with double-digit championships. That's easy for you to say.
10th offensive drive for Father Judge, no points. All 14 have come courtesy of the defense. Tony Smith with a roll to the right, throwing deep for Nowak. He's behind everybody, and it's overthrown.
Wow. Another great play call. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't expect that right now. Here it is. They roll Tony Smith out, giving him protection and time. He just gets a little too much air under the ball. Nowak fools everybody and gets separation on the defensive backs. And boy, that could have been a touchdown if it was thrown just a little shorter.
Smith now with a 2nd down and 10 at his own 35-yard line. The light rain continues here at Northeast High School in Philadelphia.
Steve, Father Judge has had some nice drives. They just haven't been able to turn them into scores.
Trips right, Wortham the lone setback. Now Langdon goes in motion. Smith on 2nd down. Nowak complete, 46-yard line. Inside the 35, down to the 31. Kerrigan with the tackle. A pickup of 34 and a 1st down.
Tony Smith seems to be gaining confidence as this game goes on. He threaded the needle here. Watch this pass. Thrown like a frozen rope across the middle between 2 defenders, and Nowak has great focus to catch that ball. He wasn't worried about getting hit on that play. That's a sign of a great receiver right there. Adam Nowak, 6'3", 224, making it look easy.
1st and 10. Judge at the LaSalle 31, 7:38 to play. Wortham tripped as he gets to the 30. Haven't heard from him in a little while. He'll pick up 3 to the 28, 2nd down and 7. Wortham coming in with 1,376 yards and 18 touchdowns. Total yards very close. In fact, Judge has more, but is trailing by 7.
Like I said, they've been moving the football offensively. They just haven't been able to get into the end zone.
They have 33 yards on defense. Thompson, 10-yard interception return. Nowak, 23-yard fumble return. Both for touchdowns. Blitz coming. Smith gets it away. And at the goal line, diving catch for a touchdown by Tom Ryan.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's just one exciting play after another in this matchup. Tommy Ryan with a great catch. Well covered by Kevin Forrester. Just a great play.
Well thrown ball by the sophomore Tony Smith, his 10th touchdown pass of the season. 5 of them coming to Ryan. And now Schultz to try and tie it with 6:45 to play. Donahoe gets it down, and he missed it. Knuckleball off to the right, and LaSalle stays in front 21-20.
Haven't we seen this before, Steve? Take a look at this touchdown. What a well-thrown ball. I said Tony Smith was getting confidence. He puts this one up, and it's perfect. What a catch. Great coverage by Kevin Forrester. You can't get any better than this, but the ball is so much on the money. Oh, what a play.
Saraceni pressure from the backside.
Yes. Watch Tommy Ryan watch this ball all the way into his arms. Great play. Here's the misconversion right here. Let's see if it was tipped. I think it might have been blocked. I'm not sure, but I think that ball might have been blocked. It certainly went right real quick. Steve, last year, a missed extra point cost the team a championship.
St. Joe's Prep couldn't convert. Roman Catholic got the win. 4 plays, 65 yards. The touchdowns coming in rapid succession. Schultz will bounce this one, picked up by Will McKinney. And McKinney will return it about 5 yards to the 30. That's where LaSalle will have it, 1st and 10 with 6:41 to play. Don't forget to tune in next Saturday at 6 p.m. CNA brings you a Pennsylvania District 1 Quad A semifinal. It'll be number 4 Downingtown West at number 1 North Penn. The playoffs are in full gear. CNA's got you covered next Saturday night at 6 p.m. And then in 2 weeks from now, we'll have the District 1 championship game for you.
See what LaSalle does in this series. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to keep it on the ground.
Jamal Abdur-Rahman is the tailback. Instead, Loughery is going up top down the left sideline for Connor Hoffman. Incomplete. Stride for stride with him was Kevin Toner at 2nd down and 10.
Nice play by Toner. Sticking right with his man. Connor Hoffman right there. Just couldn't get any separation. You never know if you're winning or losing when you look at Drew Gordon. He's very complacent.
Drew Loughery completing 50% of his passes tonight. A couple of touchdowns, 1 interception, but just 71 yards after throwing for a city postseason record 378 last week. Abdur-Rahman brought down by Ryan at the 35-yard line, a pickup of 5. And for the Explorers, who lead by a point, 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you, Abdur-Rahman really has a lot of smoothness to him, a lot of talent as a sophomore. He's going to be something else in the next 2 years.
Loughery will return next year. He is only a junior. He has thrown for over 2,300 yards and 22 touchdowns this season. Great protection on 3rd and 5, throwing for Donahoe, and he'll back his way across the 40 for a 1st down as he was able to break the tackle of Connor Thompson.
Mike Donahoe, he is one tough hombre, knew where the yard marker was. That's what you get in the experience of having a senior in your backfield, one of the few seniors in a skill position on that LaSalle. Here he is right here. And what I love about this is the tough guys. They hit and they turn their back. They don't care if they get hit in the back. They just want to make that extra yardage.
Third generation,
quite a hit.
3rd generation Explorer. His dad and grandpa also played for LaSalle. He wears number 11. His cousin Tim Donahoe plays for Father Judge and also wears number 11. Abdur-Rahman trying to get to that left corner, and he is unable to do so. Again, the pursuit by Father Judge. And I believe it was Connor Thompson again coming off the corner. Had the interception early, 10-yard return for a touchdown, and here it's a loss of 3 to the 38, 2nd and 13.
Thompson, only a sophomore, 5'10", 165 pounds. Another young guy that's going to be a good one. Rahman probably should have cut up field there. He tries to go around the end, and there's just too many bodies there. Although when you do cut it inside, they seem to have people everywhere.
Saw Judge Coach Tom Coyle checking the clock. It's down to 4:38. He has all 3 of his timeouts remaining. Loughery, pressure from the backside, able to elude Brewer, throws to midfield. No indication by the officials. It's going to be shy of a 1st down if it's ruled a catch. And the clock continues to run as they sort this out. It is going to be a catch to Connor Hoffman, bringing up a 3rd and 2.
Loughery strong in the pocket to withstand that hit right there. Has the presence of mind to look for the open man. Throws it low so that if his man doesn't get it, nobody gets it. Ward off a... Oh, don't know. Don't know if that was a good catch or not.
Great coverage by Kevin Toner. Under 4 minutes to play.
Well, this could be the big play of the game right here. Let's see if this stingy Father Judge defense can stop them here on 3rd and short. Crusaders
need to force a punt here. They need exactly 2 yards from 149 to the other. Abdur-Rahman gets the call, changes fields to the outside, has a block from Hoffman, and has a 1st down still on his feet, 30-yard line, before Hoffman actually bumps him out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 and a big 1st down for the Explorers. He shut that play down immediately and bounced it to the right.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't try this at home because it doesn't work very often unless you've got great speed. He is stopped inside. He goes to the outside, and he's able to outrun some defenders. Again, taking advantage. That time, the pursuit of the Judge defense actually hurt him. They pursued the ball, and he bounced it outside, and there was hardly anybody out there to get him. What a play.
Well, while the LaSalle defense has been able to handle Wortham a little bit better as the game has progressed, Abdur Rahman, after a very slow first half, has really picked it up after halftime.
Averaging almost 8 yards in the second half and under a yard in the first half. I'd say that's picking it up.
3:21 to play. Donahoe for 3 to the 27, and Father Judge will use the first of its 3 timeouts. The clock, though, continues to run down to 3:13. Tommy Coyle wants some time put back on the clock. Well, as Kevin alluded to, an extra point very big last season. Will the same thing happen this year? It was St. Joe's Prep, after a big punt return by Jim McGoldrick for a touchdown, going for the game-tying point, and the left upright got in the way, and the Kaleites of Roman Catholic celebrated the Philadelphia Catholic League title, hanging on to win by a point in a fantastic game here at Northeast High School.
And we're coming down. I mean, it couldn't get any better than this. This is what you hope your matchups are like in championship games, coming right down to the wire.
Down to 3:13 left. They did not add time to the clock. And I saw Tom Coyle point to the clock, and I looked up, and it was still running down to 3:13. So he maybe lost 3 or 4 seconds, and we'll see if that will matter later in the game. We want to thank Ernie's Pizza and Restaurant for supplying our crew meal tonight. You can give them a call, 215-745-4131. Certainly thanks to Ernie and the guys at Ernie's Pizza and Restaurant for delivering our crew meal this evening. Second down and 7 for the Explorers. And now they have added 4 seconds to 3:17. 9th play of the drive. Abdur Rahman brought down at the 25. Jeff Brewer with the tackle. Now they are certainly within Mike Bennett's field goal range here, but kicking into the wind, going in this direction with 3 minutes to play.
Rockman, one arm on that ball. If he would have followed Mike Donohue, when you're running in the interior line at the end of a game like this, you want to keep both hands on the football. Mike Donohue did a great job of that the last carry he had. He had both hands over that football because guys are trying to strip you now.
We're going to mark it down just inside the 26. Third down, a long 5 for the Explorers. Just over 2.5 to play. Loughery surveying, throwing for Felicia, and he makes the catch inside the 15 for a first down.
That's a great catch. That is really a good catch. Ball was on the money, but you got to give Felicia a lot of credit for holding on to the ball. Great hit by the Judge defense, trying to knock it loose.
Gain of 13.
Tommy Ryan making that hit, doing everything he can to try to jar that ball loose. That ball's right on the money to Felicia, and Ryan just can't get it away from Felicia.
Now down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play. LaSalle will try and drain the clock here. Father Judge has 2 timeouts remaining. Tom Coyle's team was not able to get the stop there on third down. A well-thrown ball from Loughery to Felicia.
That's a third down conversion this drive for the LaSalle Explorers.
Donahoe gets the carry. Ryan Langdon with the tackle, and a quick timeout taken by the Crusaders with 1:49 left. They have 1 timeout remaining, trailing by a point.
If they can stop the Explorers on downs here, they're going to have some time left. I don't know how much, but they're going to have some time left.
We'll see what LaSalle does here. Will the Explorers be a little more conservative? Passing has been their main attack this year.
Well, I would imagine Drew Gordon is going to run the ball up the middle here, just try to take time off the clock and keep the ball in the middle of the field for his field goal kicker. That would give them a 4-point advantage if they could convert the field goal.
All right, let's assume, Kevin, they run the ball here on 2nd down and 9. That gets you down to 145, 144.
Call timeout right
Call
away.
your final timeout. Then there's a 3rd down play. If they run there and don't get it, they're going to be able to try the field goal, but they're also going to be able to run the clock down to about 1:10. And if they're successful with the field goal, it'll take a touchdown to beat them, with the rain beginning to pick up quite a bit. Loughery, Donahoe in the flat again, and he has another touchdown. So that answers that question.
You know, these Gordon guys, Drew and his son Brett, they think a play's open. Passing-wise, they're going to take advantage of it. And that's the same play that Donahoe ran for the first touchdown.
First one went for 12 yards. This one goes for 13, and that should seal it for the Explorers.
I tell you, Father Judge played a whale of a game here tonight. That defense really, really played well.
Bennett's extra point is good. With 1:42 to play, it's a 28-20 game. So a touchdown and 2-point conversion can tie it, but no timeouts left. Or 1 timeout left after this nice little dump out to Donahoe.
Judge just crowded the line of scrimmage like you've got to do when you're expecting guys to run the football. And that was the play before the touchdown. And here's the touchdown play. Donahoe uncovered, and it's just a simple toss from Loughery to Donahoe for the touchdown.
And we talked about the possibility of them trying to get Judge to use their timeouts, but Kevin, this is what they've done all year. Yeah, it's a safe pass, but the game through the air has been the key, and this is a great drive late in the game when you have a 1-point lead. 12 plays, 70 yards, 5 minutes. Now, certainly it's not over. It might be a little premature there. 28-20, but you need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion with 1 timeout and a driving rain right now. Certainly not great odds for Father Judge. We'll see if the Crusaders can pull it off.
Drew Loughery was 4 for 5 on that drive for 37 yards. And they're not afraid to throw the football, Steve. You're right. Let's see if Mike Bennett can get this one into the end zone. He had a tough time going this way before.
Donahoe is back deep along with Ryan. He'll line this one low to the turf. Donahoe at the 11-yard line looking for some running room straight ahead. He's across the 25 to the 27 with 1:37 to play. They'll actually mark him down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Father Judge.
Father Judge got some time on the clock, 1:37. If there was anything wrong with that last touchdown by LaSalle, as they scored too quickly.
We'll see if that is indeed the case. Tony Smith, the sophomore, will try and make a big play here. Wortham will be out there in the backfield. Nowak and Ryan will be split to the right. Donahoe and Langdon will be split to the left.
Tony Smith was 2 for 3 on the last drive for 62 yards, gaining a little confidence as the game progresses.
On 1st down, he throws complete. Ryan spins 40-yard line to the 41. They'll stop the clock to move the chains after a pickup of 15 and a 1st down, 1:30 to play.
Don't go away.
The sophomore barks out the play call. Has him set quickly. Again, looking right. Nobody there, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 37-yard line, and Father Judge will call its final timeout of the game.
That's where you have an inexperienced quarterback. He's got to throw this ball away. He didn't look his man off at all. He's looking right at him. That gave the defense time to get up, but you got to get rid of that football down there. They just had to use up their last timeout. That's not where they wanted to do it.
Bob Cease, number 57, getting there, along with 95, Eidenschink, who's had a good ball game.
I'm not taking anything away from Tony Smith. If I'm a sophomore, I'm probably looking right at my receiver, and I don't have the presence of mind to throw it out of bounds either. He's done a great game of bringing this Father Judge team back to be in a position to strike here.
Minute 19 to play, 28-20. LaSalle in front. I'd like to say thanks to Joe Nutter here at Northeast High School for his cooperation, and also to Joe Setti and Jason Budd from the Philadelphia Catholic League for their cooperation as well. Joe Setti gracious enough to stop by at halftime and join us. Second and 13 for Smith. Three-man rush this time. Smith being chased by Eidenshank. Incomplete for Ryan. Smith is down at the 30-yard line. The sophomore Tony Smith is down. His backup is Tim Donahoe. A minute 11 to play.
Let's see what happens here. He's scrambling, and he does the right thing by throwing the ball away. Hard to tell. Seems to be some form of leg injury. Seems to be in a lot of pain.
It'll be third down and 13 with a minute 11 to play.
Tony Smith down on that play. He's brought Father Judge back to a 21-20 score right before LaSalle scored their last touchdown on a beautiful pass.
You could tell something was wrong right away because personnel from the LaSalle sideline came out quickly to check on Tony Smith. LaSalle coming in 8-2, Father Judge 8-3. Only one team will move on. They have had tremendous seasons. The Explorers winning 4 in a row since losing to Father Judge. And of course, that win over St. Joe's Prep September 20th stopped the Prep's 55-game Catholic League winning streak. And they came back to beat him again last week in the playoffs. Judge had some injuries, some illness early on, was 1-2, then 2-3. The Crusaders have rolled off 6 in a row to get to this title game.
And look at defensively, allowing 13, 0, 0, 7, and 14, really getting strong at the end of the year.
And there were a lot of people that thought that this championship game would be St. Joe's Prep and O'Hara. Father Judge took care of O'Hara twice, including in the semifinals last week. 4 very good teams out of the Quad A division in the Philadelphia Catholic League. It was kind of interesting, Kevin, talking to both coaches during the week. Drew Gordon for LaSalle and Tommy Coyle for Father Judge. As Smith is getting helped off the field, we certainly hope the sophomore is okay and it's nothing serious. But it was a tough question to ask them because so many thought it would be O'Hara and the Prep. And I said, I don't want to take anything away from your teams because you've had great seasons, but do you feel like you're crashing the party? And they kind of danced around the answer as well. So we're one of those, you don't want to say, well, we thought we'd be there and, think that, people are going to take that the wrong way. You have to have confidence. But it was very interesting the way they both kind of handled the question. But the general feeling is they're not going to say sorry to anybody for getting here.
Exactly right.
So it looks like
Adam Nowak
is going to take the snap. Donahoe is listed as the backup on the depth chart, but it's number 5, Adam Nowak. He is going to air it out for Ryan, and Felicia will pick it off at the 30-yard line. And now it's ruled incomplete. So it'll be 4th down. Father Judge will have one more try.
Hey, take a look at this. I thought he had the ball, but let's take a look. Just a Hail Mary sort of play. Felicia has a bead on it, goes up. Oh, he had that football. I don't think there's any doubt about it. He has it. He's in control of it. He still has it when he's there. And I think he was down with the knee before it came out. Yeah. I think his rear end hit the ground, too, on that one. So Judge gets one more chance to get a break here.
Late signal with 1:02 to play. 4th in the season for the Crusaders. They need 13. Nowak sends Langdon in motion. Nowak started to run. Now backpedals. Looking. lifts it out for Ryan at midfield. Ryan makes a great catch and gets inbounds at the 49-yard line of the Explorers. What a play by Nowak and Ryan.
Plenty of time. He never really panicked back there. Nowak didn't. Watch this. He gets away from one guy. Just lofts the ball.
That's a great touch.
And I'll tell you what. Tommy Ryan makes the first down by half a yard. If he doesn't make the first down, it's all over. Fourth down.
He needed to get right to the 49, and he
got 49 and a half, and he got out of bounds.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
It couldn't have gone any better for Father Judge with 50 seconds to play. Two receivers each way, including Wortham in a slot right.
You haven't seen that all night.
Nowak will keep this time. He'll try and get out of bounds. Has some good blocking out at the 41. It'll be second down and short with 44 seconds to play.
I'm wondering if they're setting up Wortham. That's the first time we saw him in the slot. They'd like to get him in the open field, I'm sure.
Nowak coming into the game. He has a second down and 2. Gives to Wortham. Wortham can't get outside. The clock will continue to run.
Wow. He needed to get outside on that, and he needed to get out of bounds.
And now they'll spike the football, which means it's fourth down, and they spiked it out of the shotgun.
Can't do that. But you know what? You can't blame Nowak. He just came in at quarterback.
So they're gonna lose yardage here and lose a down.
Oh, that's a killer.
So it's not just a penalty, I don't believe. Let's get the explanation from Bill McKeever.
Got an illegal forward pass on the offense. 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Includes a loss of down. Fourth down.
So it would have been fourth down regardless because he spiked the football. But now it's 5 yards from the spot and a loss of down. Here's the play where they give it to Wortham and he can't get it outside.
He actually got knocked off balance by his own man. One of the, I guess, things that happen when you're following your blockers real close is that you can bump into them like that and get knocked off balance, and that's what happened to Wortham on that play.
Fourth in the season again at midfield for Judge. The Crusaders need 11 to keep it going. Nowak.
He's got
going
a man open.
Deep, looking for Donahoe. It's through his hands. Tim Donahoe could not hang on, and it looks like LaSalle will to get the title.
Not taking anything away from Nowak. He waited a half a second too long to throw this ball. Donahoe was wide open earlier, and looks like a LaSalle receiver might just have tipped that football.
And that's the other Donahoe. That's Mike, his cousin.
Somebody working for bragging rights in that family. Well, we have seen a great football game, Steve Degler.
So LaSalle needs to snap it cleanly one more time to claim its second title in 3 years. And the wait will continue for Father Judge after a tremendous season. Loughery takes the snap. And congratulations to the LaSalle Explorers, their 5th consecutive win, and they will take the Catholic League title for the second time in 3 years by beating Father Judge 28-20 at Northeast High School. Congratulations to the Explorers, the Catholic League Quad A champs. celebration as the students join the party for the LaSalle Explorers as head coach Drew Gordon gets his second title in 3 years. 28-20 the final. Father Judge falls to 8-4 to finish its season. Kevin, great ball game. 28 points in the fourth quarter.
It was a really great ball game. Take nothing away from Father Judge. They played an outstanding game defensively. But this offensive team here at LaSalle is not only good, guess what, Steve? They're going to be back.
And they'll take on Washington next week in the District 12, the City Championship. LaSalle 9-2 with its 5th straight win. Next Saturday at 6 o'clock, we've got a PIAA District 1 semifinal. North Penn, the number 1 seed, takes on number 4 seed Downingtown West. Certainly join us for that one. Great ball game here tonight. Drew Loughery throws 3 touchdown passes, leading LaSalle to the win. Our stat man has been Mike DeChico. 28-20 is the final this evening.